Hello and welcome to GoPanda. I actually have a review for you today because I made a mistake, as I said in the KGS video, the video before this one. It was a very unfortunate mistake. My parents decided to come visit me. I knew they were coming to visit, I just didn't expect them to come as soon as they did. And so I was finishing up this game, I was in review of the game, and I got a phone call from them saying, hey, we're in town, how do we get to you? Because there was some event stuff going on in town, and so there's kind of some road closures and stuff, but anyways. And so I was kind of rushing through to close up all this stuff, and I closed out the audio recording, I closed out the video recording, or the webcam recording, and I forgot to close out the XSplit recording, sort of. Now, with the rest of them, with pretty much any recording software, you click stop recording, and if it's in the case of like my webcam here or XSplit, when you hit stop recording, it takes all those temporary files and then puts them into a usable file. In the Audacity audio program, it saves it in the project, and it won't actually give you audio until you export it as audio. But anyways, it saves in the project. You save the project as you can access the audio later. But with XSplit, I forgot to click the stop broadcast button and clicked the X in the upper right, which means the entire board video was gone. So I have the webcam, I have the audio, but I lost the freaking game. Anyway, so I wanted to go over it quick here just because it was kind of interesting, and I was looking for some sort of feedback from you guys because there was some really strange moves in here that I have no idea how to respond to. So anyways, I am white. It is 10K, and I believe he was 11K. I will check this before I send it up. No, it says he's 10K right there. Duh. Okay. So he's 10K, it's 10K versus 10K, even game, I am white. He starts off 4-4, and looks like he's doing an orthodox. Large knight, still kind of orthodox, but instead of splitting him, I approached, he pincered me, and we did this Joseki. Now, typically in this... Wait a minute. Interesting. So, okay. So future reference, and this will not apply to the next game because I'm recording this after the next game. When you save an SGF on Pandanet, it flips the SGF. But apparently, if you go into their new system to look at your old games, kind of like KGS has an archive of your old games, it has the board the right way because this is exactly what the board looked like when I played. So it's in the saving of the SGF that it flips it for some reason. But anyway, so this is nice because I can review. And it's the right way. So I'm going to remember this for not the next video, but the videos after that. I will be loading the game from my previously played games instead of saving the SGF and loading the SGF because apparently it flips them for some reason. So, yay! So, yeah, and as I mentioned in the other videos, they updated Pandanet. They have some new user UI stuff. There's a lot more buttons here. Apparently you can play pair go now and stuff. But this is where you can view your game records, which they didn't have before. So anyways, so he played this move. Now, normally the move is to play this one. Because then I play here and do this sort of thing, and oops, I messed up. Here we go. That sort of thing. My nose is itching. Because then you're building a wall like this, he gets Sente, which you can use to deal with this, or approach, or whatever else you're going to do, but that's typically what goes on. As it stands, he did this one, which I was excited for, because then I can start coming over here. And I think he misread this cut because it doesn't work for him. And then he comes back and deals with the Aji with this. So I took this stone because the ladder's mine. He did this, which breaks the ladder, so I took that. So now I have a Panuki and a wall facing my stone over here, which is great. When he played this, I needed to respond. I didn't want to do this because it gives him this free move, which he won't connect right away, but it's endgame type moves. You can get that free forcing move right then. So I did the other one. I guess he can still do that, can't he? Whatever. 6-1. If you try pulling this out, it doesn't work, of course. So I did that move, and then he split me instead of approaching. I don't know why. So I was able to get my corner closure, and then he did this move. Oh, I don't know if you noticed this. It tells you what the next move is, so it's already kind of spoiling what my response was. So, It's the one thing I don't particularly like about the reviewing. So he played that move. how the hell am I supposed to respond to this? Like, a foot sweep, and then he gets that extension. Seems like a bad idea. Backing off, he's going to take the 3-3 immediately, and what is this move? Like this, and then just connect up with everything, and then it's settled as well. So I didn't really want to do that. Thought of shoulder hitting for a while, but yeah. So very strange move, that slide. How do you think I should have dealt with it? I invaded here, and then he split me, and then I did this, and then he did that anyways. So instead of making this exchange, you think maybe I should have just done this and deal with it? Block this sort of way. Is that the right move for this? No. Well, I guess I could have Panuki'd and... But then again, he's settled here already. My corner is kind of crap. And he ends in Sente. So... I don't know. Just as an aside, yes, this is very, very big for both of us to take care of. Doesn't get taken care of for a while. Oh, yeah, slider bar. I don't know why, but it disappears. Okay. So we do this sort of thing. He's taking the Aji of that, but I'm leaving it alone. This might have been too soon. I probably should have done this. The intent was to cut this off if he decides to connect. And if I don't do anything, if I do something else, then he can connect up and make sure that's fine. So I probably should have done this. And then if he doesn't respond, then I can do this, and then it's in trouble. Right? Because he does not have two eyes. So that would be sent against that. It also maintains disconnection from this. So I probably should have done this one instead. And then from there I can do whatever I wanted, but I didn't. I did this first. And then did that. And yeah, so... Anyways, should have done that first instead of giving all these points, and then I could save the IG for later. That was kind of a mistake on my part. Cap this move, and the attack begins. So he's making a wall facing his stones to attack this. I'm making a wall to hopefully extract this and kill all this stuff. He does a Knight's move cap of me. Not sure why I didn't do this. Because there's still some issues with him. Although I didn't really want him getting out like that, I guess. So I capped him, he captured that, I left it alone. Yeah, I didn't really care about those stones. This invasion went really strangely. Poked. So this is not alive yet. This is a Ko. Just for instance, if he takes this I would need this. But if he does the other way and does this, if I play here, then I'm dead. If I play here, then he can throw it and start a Ko for this I. So it's a Ko. So it's not alive yet, but I'm okay with fighting a Ko at this point because there's some good stuff I can do yet, especially with this group. Let's see what happened. He poked through that, but again, I wasn't really caring about that. I was taking bigger points like up here, and now he decides to invade. Typically the move after this is just to pull back. I have a lot of cutting points, so I need to fix some of that. If he goes here, what do I do? I'd have to do something like that to make sure it's on the run, I guess. He can, of course, get out quite easily. So he played a little bit out of order from what I was thinking. I cut because the ladder works for me. He exposes this stuff, allowing me to fix, and then takes the ladder, but it doesn't work because... So, not a very good invasion, but this is threatening to do that, which means I can't. So this pokes out the eye. And that sort of thing. So I'm now on the attack of this group, which is a lot of fun. This pokes at that. Unfortunately, I was not really paying attention to this group's livelihood. Oops. This scroller bar is broken. So, maybe ill-advised. Although I wanted to keep it split. And then maybe do this sort of thing. And if he jumps here then do this. I don't know, these are pretty weak. I mean, I know I can get that Atari and then I can connect. You know, that trade might not have been bad, actually. What else could he have done? He could have just done this, right? No, that's probably not good either. Also, I didn't really do a decent review anyways, because they called pretty much right as I was finishing up. But so I wonder, maybe the other one? What about this one? Similar thing, except I can do this. Ah, yes, that is a lot better, isn't it? Oh, no, because you can cut here. What else can I do? I can jump here. Actually, that doesn't work. I'd have to jump here. You can do this sort of thing. And then this is double Atari. That doesn't quite work, but you can do this. I can then... I'm just trying to get some liberties. As long as this is fine, that's all I care about. So now this has 5 liberties. Then I can start the capturing ace with this. And it's dead. Okay. So I should have done the other one. Moral of the story. Not this one, but this one. Because you can't cut it off, I can do this and then connect. This cut doesn't work. What was the Atari? No, it wasn't. I didn't Atari. That's right. I did this one. Just pushing through and cutting doesn't work. Let's see. What do I do? Do I just follow? No, because then this is dead again. Maybe that doesn't work. Because you can push through and cut. That's a problem. If I do this, you can net. Nope, actually you can't, because I can do this. Right. You are too short of liberties there, sir, for this to work. And I only need to get, what, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can start this. Because this doesn't actually get you liberty. Descending doesn't get you liberty. Because I can just follow. So, yeah, I only needed 4. So netting doesn't quite work. I can come back and connect at that point. So that means you would have to do this, which means I would capture this, right? Oh, okay, that's why I wasn't worried about that. Duh. If you extend this, I still have 3 to your 2, and I can just continue on like this and be fine. And then connect and I'm fine. Yeah, so definitely the other one. That's right, that's why that cut doesn't work. Okay, so even if I did this, I could still just pull this out. There is this snapback sort of thing you can set up, and then if you cut, it's still this. And I have too many liberties. Yeah, so moral of the story, I blocked the wrong way. This could have been over a lot quicker than the game ended, because after killing that, I have the whole upper side. So should have done this one. Instead I did this one, and ended up getting all of this stuff cut off. as a result. Because I can't wedge in here. This is double Atari. If I save this one, he just does this one. This, of course, he just starts going out, and then I'm. Maybe this wasn't so bad. Let's see. This and this. This doesn't quite work. Oh wait, no. Okay, I can't do that. If he fixes, I need to fix. Okay, so maybe that's not good. So, could I have made this work by wedging in here? There's this Atari. Oh, right. Right. But I have 3 liberties again, so... so you won't want to do that. You have to do this one. If I connect here, you capture. And then you just connect. Or you don't even have to connect, you can just do this. Something like that. I don't know. My nose still itches. Anyways, I did not handle that correctly. I gave them up, basically. Especially now, this would be even worse. Because now that stone's stuck in the ladder and will die. So, yeah, I blocked the wrong way. And so I let that get out, which is kind of unfortunate. So I decided to... Oh, this was really strange, too. He cut. I don't know why he cut. Because I have a giant wall. I don't know where he's thinking he can go. I was worried for a while because he started making shapes like this. But I just had to keep him disconnected. And it doesn't matter if he tries this and cutting that off. It's okay. Yeah, because I can always just connect to this. And actually, I don't even have to connect to this. I can just capture that. That's right. This is my trump card. I can capture those and I'll be fine. Let's see. So he turned here. If I did this, this would be double Atari. And then he would probably live. Because now this is an I. Or, yeah. Now it's an I. Maybe he can't live yet. Huh. Okay, well. Anyways, I did that. He connected. There was potential problems with that now if I did anything else. Because of this cut. Though I'm not sure what I was worried about. Just being overly cautious, as per usual. That didn't do anything. This was setting up this whole cutting sequence stuff, so that would have been bad. So I did need to respond. Jumping here, he's just kind of, oops, that's not what I did. Floundering about with no plan. So after this, I decided it's settled enough. I killed this whole thing. I'm okay. There's some endgame stuff that can happen, but I wanted to make sure that this stuff was alive, so I took that. This was not required by any means. This was a bad move for him. He could have taken his Sante and, I don't know, even started the end game up here or seal this stuff in. But he responded, which gave me Sante to do stuff like this. I did need to connect because I did not have 2 eyes yet. So I need to maintain connection with the rest of the group. This cut was dumb. It did not do anything. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's see. Decided to threaten to capture this, and he said fine and captured. So I connected back up with that. Disconnected this just to see if I could get some sort of shortage of liberties by separating them. As it stands, that did not work. And then we're, oops, then we're to endgame. This I did not have to worry about. In fact, I think he would, oops, back up, back up. After this, he should have probably done this descent. And this descent. Nope, never mind, I cut that off. Interesting. Right, so, yeah. descent doesn't work. I thought this Tsuji was kind of cool. And then after you did that, I just did here. This would be now a snapback if he captures it, which he did. But that stuff's dead. Endgame. Monkey jump. Did I handle that correctly? Let's see, he wedged there. Should I have done... No, because this one he could capture and then I'd be... Okay, yeah, that's right. I checked that during the game. I remember. Endgame. So I wasn't able to kill this. That's right. That's something I was going to look at too. Do I care about that? No, I don't. Oh, right. Okay, so this was a mistake I noticed right after the game was over. This peep is nothing. I needed to do this to get rid of this eye. Even if he cuts this off, it doesn't matter. I'm connected both to this. This whole thing is connected to this stuff, which has 2 eyes. Or I can, get into a capturing race with this and kill that. And then this stuff has an eye here and is connected to this stuff with another eye. So I did not need to connect there. I should have done this, and this whole thing would have died. Because even if you, let's say you didn't cut then, let's say you tried to make life with a move like this, then this pokes out that eye and it's dead. If you did this, this pokes out that eye and he still only has 1. So I missed an opportunity to kill that group. I should not have connected there. That was kind of just playing without thinking, unfortunately, at that point. But the game was wrapping up and I killed a lot of stuff. And as usual, I get complacent. So that is my excuse. And after that, yeah, I couldn't kill this group, I don't think. Because this didn't actually poke out the eye. This doesn't do anything. Throwing in here doesn't do anything. Right there, that was my mistake. So I could have killed that, and I messed that up. That is a useless endgame, just poking out some points. Here, I was trying to get something going on. Didn't quite work. And it's just endgame at that point, but... Well, that's interesting. What is that? It's just marking the deaths. Okay. So, yeah, so it was kind of a pretty quick review compared to the original game. It's it's about the length of a regular review after the games anyways, but I thought it was an interesting game. I don't remember what the score is, so let's do the score estimator here. Score estimator says 18.5 points. Is that correct? 18.5 points. Let's look at the game records. Was that right? That seemed high. It says 19.5. That's this one right here. So yeah, it has all the games on here, which is nice. It's cool. At least for the last, how many months? What happens, how did I, what was my perspective of the game? I won or lost, and by how much, which is cool. Versus KBM, which is kind of, not KBM, KGS, sorry. KBM is a work thing. Versus KGS, which kind of shows with a dot whoever the winner was and then by how much. This one's nice in that it tells you how much you won or lost by from your perspective, which is what you care about, really. It's a lot easier to understand. Was there anything else I was going to add about the review? This bar is broken, so GoPanda people, Pandanet, if you see this, fix it. And if you're seeing this, another thing to fix, saving as SGF. For some reason, it flips them. I don't know. This new system, I love it. I'm going to use it from now on. Again, with the exception of the other video, which is coming after this. So just, yeah. I did not know that this was a thing in this thing. But this is a lot nicer. They, yeah, this is cool. Oh, there's a score calculator. What? Oh, for killing stones. Ah, haha, cool. Nice. Okay. So, a lot of good improvements for Pandanet. If it's been a while, take a look. They've made some improvements to this stuff. So, Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please like it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And if you have questions, comments, feedback, or suggestions, like moves I should have played. I know I went through the game kind of quickly. There's a lot of forcing moves and that sort of stuff that I skipped over. But unfortunately, I don't have the original game video. It got corrupted and didn't end up saving. So I apologize for that. It sucks, and I was upset about it for a couple hours yesterday. Because I didn't realize it happened until I started editing the videos. And it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, you don't have any board video, so. Toggle coordinates. Did I forget that the whole time? One more thing, GoPanda people. Toggle coordinates on by default. Or have the option to allow me to do that. Preferences? Yeah. There's 3 things in preferences. There's, anyways. Joy. That's great. You guys see that? Joy.net. Okay. I'm going to leave that here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.